close?
It's a parrotfish. I can't believe it gets even up close. Way too close. Way too close.
Jane, what are you doing?
We're trying to figure out how to save the world. Inspired by the mission of Dr. Jane Goodall. Oh! We're not just playing around. The more we can understand endangered species that live here, then we can help them? Exactly. Punch it. Dive into all new adventures beyond your wildest imagination.
Nature can win if we give her a chance.
Jane Goodall said that. We can all work together to help save the world. What are you doing?
Finding our next adventure.
Jane, new season. Streaming April 19th on Apple TV+.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for Jane. Season 2 is streaming right now on Apple TV. It's so good. It's family time entertainment here in my household. And I'm Kuya. This is Nerds Rule the World. As you see on the screen, you have a sea of special guests, a pair of special guests that I have for you today. The producers, JJ Johnson, as well as Matt Bishop. Thank you both for your time. I appreciate you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
You guys are awesome. Again, thank you. This is just, the type of quality entertainment that I can really enjoy with everyone in my family, no matter the age. And so that really leads to my question. I was checking out Sinking Ship, your website, which you guys are the guys behind this, and I love what you all are about. You've been producing many of these amazing shows, so your credits are there and it's galore. What was it like though working with the Jane Goodall Institute to bring us Jane? What was that process like in finding a home that matches? To me, it matches what you guys are all about in regards to just the kind of quality entertainment and making a difference, which I really love about that. If I could go with you, JJ.
Yeah, thank you, A, for everything that you said. I really appreciate it. I think, working with JGI and Dr. Goodall herself was like the most amazing, but also extremely nerve-wracking because I grew up looking up to her as someone like she made me feel safer knowing that there were people like her out in the world doing everything they could to save animals. And so when we got to this moment of wanting to create a series that did just that, her and that organization was the first people we reached out to because we really try to, pride ourselves on making series that are going to get kids excited about an issue, not really want to do something about it. And we're not equipped to do that next step. Like once they're inspired, where do they go? And JGI, with their global organization of Roots and Shoots, which is their youth-focused vision that's in, I think, 60 or 70 countries around the world, to be able to point kids in that direction with their joinjane.org campaign, has just felt like we were able to kind of fully complete the circle on this project.
That's dope. I love it. Matt, so working with JJ hand in hand, you guys, we're going to do this. JJ got the whole sign off. What was it like producing this project? So we're going to do this. Now we got to put pen to pad or just fingers to keyboard, get these scripts together, get the team together. What was that like producing this? Because this is going to be a beast. You want to do it right. And you're working with this tremendous institute.
Yeah, absolutely. This was definitely our most ambitious project to date. In the past, we had a blast creating dinosaurs. And the best thing about creating dinosaurs is that no one really knows exactly how they look. So you get a little bit of leeway. But when you're working with Jane, she's the GOAT, she is the best. And so trying to bring a chimpanzee to life, to make it a character, to make it real, to make it believable. And then, ultimately, I knew we had something when we sent in an image, and then it was kind of viewed that it was just a photograph, and it was actually our Greybeard character. And I knew at that stage we had something. And then what's been amazing, JJ and I have been working together and building Sinking Ship over the last 20 years. And she just to see a show of this magnitude come together with our small studio growing in size to be able to tackle something like this. Every episode was different. We're incredibly thrilled of the lions behind you, but also just as proud of the little fairy armadillo, the characters that people don't know much about. So it was absolutely a blast to bring something this crazy to life.
I love it. And as you guys got the accolades, you got the awards, so y'all know what you're doing. So I'm sure as much as you were nervous, I'm sure you had to feel some confidence that you guys could handle this. And I will tell you guys, you pulled it off. But to match the wonderment that you guys are able to do with CGI with a lot of the projects you have done in the past, you have to have a brilliant young cast. And I have to say you guys do. I had the pleasure of talking to them last week. That interview is up right now for y'all. So if you want to go check it out, check out my interview with the leads on Jane. Casting them too, as well as the rest of your cast, to just like really pull this off, because you're not working with live animals. They're working with CGI, and I can only imagine as an actor, there's a lot more acting involved with that. If I can go back to you, JJ, and if we can talk about your brilliant cast.
I mean, we lucked out. I mean, we're lucky on most of our shows, but these two in particular, Ava Louise and Mason, what I really love about them is that they live the mission of this show. That they came in wanting to save the world, do their part, and they've fully completed that cycle by being ambassadors now for Roots and Shoots. And just to your point about like reacting to VFX, the one thing that we're so lucky with kids is that, or anyone that's kind of younger, is that when they're playing, they're naturally imagining things. If they've got a broomstick, they're seeing it as a lightsaber as they're fighting. So I find it's the kids that have no problem being like, okay, so the lion's running at me and I've got Greybeard, the chimpanzee's over here, and I'm doing this. Like, they just fall into it effortlessly. It's sometimes the parents that have a little bit, or sorry, parents are the grown-ups of the cast that have a little bit more of a challenge, but I find kids just throw themselves into it.
Awesome. What do you have to say about the cast, Matt?
Honestly, I was incredibly blown away. And then on a crazy fun note, Mason is such an amazing, talented actor. He's also becoming quite a talented visual effects artist. So he's actually getting involved in animation and modeling all these characters. And he's already such a talented kid on so many levels. Then we had him meet with the visual effects team, and he actually showed us the work that he's doing on his own. So, the classic triple threat is all performance, but I think he's going to be a quadruple threat with what he can create in the visual effects space. So such a phenomenal young talent.
That sounds so amazing. Just talking to them, you could feel just how grown they are for their age. I'm like, I didn't feel that grown. And just, again, watching them perform on the series, just so talented. I cannot wait to see how they're going to progress, as we watch our stars in front of us just grow. And you guys are just so brilliant. I'm sure they're learning from the best. I have to ask, as a writer as well, I can only imagine trying to, you have this message you want to put forth, but also you have, these characters, these stories you want to interpret in each episode. How hard or how, challenging it is to put each episode together. And I learned so much, and I was talking to the cast, and they're like, yeah, they learning new things every day. How is that writing team? How do you guys work with your writers? What has it been like? Because they're doing amazing stuff, and we want a season 3. I just got to tell you that. When I was talking to the stars, they like, let's get hashtag season 3 going. Back to you, JJ.
Yeah, no, I think, it was challenging, and we certainly felt the pressure to try to create something that was honest, like didn't hold its punches about the challenges the environment was facing, but also was hopeful. And it really came down to this quote that I stumbled upon when we were developing the show from Dr. Goodall that was, only if we understand will we care. Only if we care will we help. Only if we help can animals be saved. And that basically set up the structure of each episode. And I think it totally speaks to how we need to get people to understand something. Once you understand an animal, the challenges it's going through, it's impossible not to care. And as soon as you care about something, how do you not help it? And so we really tried to move the audience through those stages of introducing something in an exciting action adventure way, learning about it, turning that into some heartfelt moment where you feel for this animal, mostly by mirroring it with something that was happening in our kid actors' lives in the show, and then coming out at the end with a real message of what tangible things you do, both in your local community, and then if you want to think further afield, more abroad, with kind of the end of the episode and those documentaries that just give you real world things that you can enact in your life to cause some change.
Love it. And for you, Matt, if you can follow JJ on that as well. Just the social responsibility that, and it's a flagship thing on your site too, which I just adore that. And all the different people you work with. If you can close this out as well in regards to just the meaningful impact you're trying to do with each episode. And hopefully season 3, can we get a glimpse about season 3?
Absolutely. Season 3 and season 4 are going to be breathtaking. No, again, we're incredibly honored, and I consider myself lucky to be a part of a show like this and a company like this. And truly, at the end of the day, like, our goal is to leave both the audience and the planet in a better place than where we started, where we came from. And I think what's exciting about this is there is a sense of hope. You know, the world is can be such a large, scary place. And I think what JJ and the writing team have done is just really distill it down to these micro things, these tangible things that can take place. You can make a difference. When Jane Goodall started her mission, she wasn't a PhD doctor. She went to better, and kids and the next generation can do the same thing. So I think what's really exciting about it is nothing is out of reach, and these small micro steps today will have macro impact down the road.
I love it. Well, Matt, JJ, thank you both so much for your time. I do a lot of interviews and I know about a lot of companies, but when I went to visit Sinking Ship, you very rarely see the social responsibility, and that's like a line item on a production company site. So to see something like that, using your ability to entertain as well as educate, is so powerful, and I love you both for that. Thank you so much. Fingers crossed on a season 3. Everybody, season 2 and 1 is streaming right now on Apple TV. Check out Jane. It's your boy QP. Nerds rule the world. Thank you guys, and sorry for the lag. I don't know what's going on with my internet today.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Find your chat function.
Got it.
Cool.
Okay. I just requested recording. I don't know if you got that.
Yeah, I see it. I'm recording as a backup too.
Okay.
Recording.
All right. Okay. I guess we'll try. I hear the recording. Okay. Hello, Matt. Hello, JJ. Hopefully we'll be good on this. It's a pleasure to chat with you both.
Thanks for having us.
All right. I'm gonna count us in to help me with my edit because I'm gonna put the trailer right in front of this. All right, here we go in a 1, 2, 3.